Hi people, just an update on the latest with the Victa 80V lithium ion grass trimmer. I've been looking at trying to see if it would accept or take an edging attachment, which I used to have. My old McCulloch petrol trimmer had a split shaft, the same as the Victa one does here. So I actually have an edger from my old unit. It's a trimmer plus here. I think I bought it at Bunnings or something for about 70 bucks, something like that, or Masters or somewhere. I don't actually remember now. I've had it for quite a number of years. Looks like it'll be compatible. The pins are on the same side as the Victa one, so we're going to have a look. I'll try and do all this one-handed and get a photo or picture. Take the Victa shaft out, push that little button back in there, and hopefully that'll slide out fairly easy. Yep. And hopefully this one will slide in equally as easy. This is where it might get a bit tricky and you probably really need two hands, but we'll see how it goes. It's got a little square drive shaft in there, so like I say, the pin's on the right side, so hopefully it'll fit in. And it's just a bit tricky with one hand. That's always the trouble. I'll try and stand it up a little bit and push straight down perhaps. Bit of a twist so that the pin locks in. Yep, and it has. Okay. So now we have an edging attachment on the Victa 80V line trimmer. I just put the battery in, see what happens. So, okay, push that in till it clicks, and we're good to go. This is where it might get interesting, trying to hold the camera and film this with one hand. So, I might just have to see how we go here. I'm sure this is going to be interesting. I'll just pause this for a second. Okay, we've managed to get it around my neck. It's a lot heavier and a little bit more awkward because of the bent shaft, but I'll just turn the power on and hopefully we're good to go here. And we'll see how we go with the edging attachment on it. I can't see why it won't work. It works on a petrol one, but okay, so it's a bit awkward one-handed, but here we go. The grass isn't all that long still, but the shadow might be in the way of seeing that fairly well. And there you have that, so that's certainly done that. I'm going to cut this up the road a bit further, try and get out of the sun, try and cut this back down, see how it works. Seems to have plenty of power anyway. Well, there you have it, up the footpath. It's certainly not showing any signs of stalling there, so that's first impressions, but that's pretty good. Yeah, what can I tell you? I'll just try and get this off my head. Wow, that's it with the attachment on. So, as I say, it's a trimmer plus. Pretty sure it comes from Masters a few years back. It's a slightly bent shaft sideways, bent sideways, which does make it a little bit awkward, especially with one hand. It's always been okay generally, but trying to hold a camera and do it, that's a bit tricky. It'd be good with the long bar on the side, the extra support. The old brush cutter just had a similar handle to the round bit, so it was always a little bit heavy on, so that it wanted to twist in your hand. But I think with that longer handle on the Victa, it's going to be easier to control with two hands. So yeah, looks alright. That short run, I can't see it. Didn't seem to be playing up. It didn't hesitate any. Didn't sort of seem to affect it. Wasn't trying to stall or anything, so I can't see why it would do it any good. It may flatten the battery a little quicker. It's a little bit heavier. The trimmer does come with instructions not to use a fixed blade on the trimmer, but it doesn't say anything about attachments. So I'm not 100% certain whether it's sort of good or bad at this point in time, but as you saw yourself, it certainly cuts okay, and I didn't seem to have any adverse effects on anything. So for the moment I'll be continuing to use that as per normal, and yeah, hope this video helps. Highly recommend these Victa 80V lithium ion garden equipment. They're awesome, tons of power, awesome gear. Okay, thanks for watching.